If you have some new players on your team, a little bit easier to slot into roles there. So that could be working in Black Mold's favor. But, you know, I'm kind of questioning, where is that XM going to sit? You think it's going to be under Palace? Ramp. All right.
Okay. So T-side pistol, what are we looking at? So it's likely to be a little bit of a bloodbath in mids. Empathy and Forks, they like to go window early, and for the side of Black Mold, they like to put a lot of heavy presence in mid. Traditionally, maybe we see something completely new and a switch up coming into this, but that's what I'm expecting is mid to be the central hub of action going into this pistol.
And Julie's on Fox. Seen her yell with those before, and we have a lot of players running towards apartments. Empathy with the first blood of the game, of the season for NA. Six joining with her. A little bit of a lurk smoke to help Naka move up Cat, but Empathy sees right through it. The Doolies are ready for this pop through apartments. Okay, a little messy, but they make it work.
They do indeed. The Forks Julies are a thing of a legend, and now you get to see why. Maybe a little bit messy at the start, but with the teammates to back up, absolutely no problem for them. That is going to be a victory on the board for the pistol round. Black Mold, no bomb plant, no kills really to speak of here either, so it is going to be going for broke on this one and allowing Shimmer to get a little bit of padding initially.
Black Mold definitely have a spot to disrupt their economy, though, if they're able to take this pistol. Just a single flash from Kelsey to try get this waterfall out of Palace. Only Raven really on site. A couple of them are close. The MP9 spraying down. At least one kill, having to switch to the sidearm and able to find the 2 kills needed. Just Kelsey left alone. Styx finds it, and
I don't know if I'm mistaken.
Blood spilled.
At the end there, did you see a jump with the knife on that last player in Sandwich? I'm kind of glad that they didn't get the kill, because I think it's a little bit too early for this level of shenanigan. But if they've got the confidence brimming this much, that's a little bit of a worrying sign. Sometimes we see them maybe a little bit too overtly confident. They have to rein it back in, but yeah. I mean, what a way to start. It was only against pistols, however. This is going to be the real test now that the AKs are out. Sunny only on that Mac 10. We'll see how they want to use it. Kelsey is going to have problems very early on. They are getting aggressive early here.
Oh, I really like that push from Styx under, just to get so much space to the CTs. Now they know exactly what Black Mold were planning. Able to clear out a lot more of the space. Naka with a pop flash, and it's getting a little dicey in mid. Bungie finds a boosted up Empathy. Okay, able to find it. A little bit worrying on the ladder there for just a second, but Nopka falls. 3v4 though. Looks like Black Mold trying to redirect their situation here, pick the bomb up near spawn, and still so many unknowns. They know a couple of players were stacked over towards that B site. All that space is taken away from them. Max 2 over at A.
Yeah. It's going to be a slow one, and the planks haven't been broken, so there's no clue there's somebody there. STX has spotted ahead. There's an adjustment. Takes a second as well, just to see if anybody else is going to poke their head up. And now footsteps on, but Raven's already tucked into Palace. Bungie's got one, but it's short-lived victories. They are just going to converge upon her. She's second headshot. She's lining them up. They're allowing these 1v1s to come through.
Gets the bomb plant here, too. Serendipity just kind of running a little bit closer to her and able to get that headshot with a nade. A little bit of help. Black Mold. A little bit of life there shown, at least by Bungie, with a nice 3K this round. And a bomb plant. Just give them a bit more cash into this next one. But Shimmer, they are showing their strides here early on, and it's looking really nice from them.
I think it's also quite interesting to see is that they are going for these fights very, you know, it's ugly early is the phrase, right? They're going for the aggressive swings, and they're not actually expending a whole lot of utility. As you can see, there is essentially 2 full pelts of utility left over at the end of that round, even with, you know, throwing the HE over to try clear out that plant at the end. And that just means they're going to have so much money, maybe tripping over the bank a little bit here. But it's better to have too much than not enough. Sticks smoked off in mid, and actually a very loose sight hold here is going to give way for Bungie to find an opening pick with that AWP and press forward a little bit. Now a smoke over towards Connector could cause some problems and make Shimmer have to retake this, especially with Empathy going down in mid. They've lost control of this site.
Almost everything Sticks has to watch behind her, but is going to at least get a kill onto the site through the smoke. Nafka dropped down. Still not letting them take it that easily. Nice pop shot on over to Bungie. A lot of the T players here very low, but I'm afraid no one's looking at Kelsey. She has rerouted over towards Palace. This could be a really good angle for Black Mold to be able to hold down this site since all the CTs are over by jungle. Molly's coming out. Oh, Bungie in the Molly, and Serendipity able to find that last kill.
It's exactly what we talked about. Well, it's exactly what I mentioned last round, is how they save so much utility. It means that at the end there, they have mollies for everything they want to. You know, you throw a molly over towards Ninja, you've got HEs available, because they're not expending it early round, they're just going for those fights. And yes, they get locked out of sight, but it does mean that they fall back and they're in a position that they are near enough by that they can immediately re-hit the site and not allow Black Mold the time to set up comfortably into a post-plant.
It would have been a little messy and iffy for Kelsey, but if she kept that mid control instead of going into Palace, it would have been, I feel like, a little bit different for Black Mold. Then Shimmer wouldn't have had that safety behind them when they were pushing in. Oh, it's getting serious. Tetra has or Taro has an AK on her hands. No XM.
No, it's not CT side, that's why.
Oh,
just wait.
An AK kill. There we go. Spoken into existence here. Trades are going out evenly. Fox able to spot Kelsey, though. Some T players falling now. All down to your favorite player. Not going to find the head. Sticks finds it first. And that's 5 in a row for Shimmer.
It is indeed lovely start here. They've got so much bankroll in the background, so that's not even something that we probably even need to mention or worry about. Side of Black Mold, they are having to drop down to those Tech 9s here. I'm expecting maybe something a little bit heavy towards mid. We see them like to take this mid control early on, so I'm thinking potentially we see a rush over on Catwalk, maybe something over towards B where they found a little bit more success. And there it is, straight over towards B, something pacey to try catch off guard. Kelsey going to be the one throwing the utility. Serendipity immediately just to back away, stay alive, and let them filter into her.
Oh, yeah. It feels like they played this rush ante so many times because all the kills come out. It's all down to Bungie just with a deagle on this A site. No damage done by Black Mold.
It's really nice to see that, because there's that whole saying, you fight fire with fire. No firefighter that is professionally trained would tell you to fight fire with fire. They tell you to fight it by taking away the oxygen, right? You take away their ability to rush and overwhelm. Fight. Yeah, exactly. You take away the fuel as well. So you mean to deprive them of any picked up weapons from isolating and rushing one player. If you just fall back immediately, they lose any advantage that you get with a fast-pacey round like that. And it's so well played there from Shimmer to immediately call to back away instead of trying to take those picks face value.
You say fuel?
Yeah, fuel.
Sorry.
How do you say it?
I just heard, I heard fuel instead of fuel. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice shot from Taro. Sticks in a little bit of a sticky situation, has to fall back. So many players in mid. Another smoke just to keep them off, but all that control is taken. Shimmer just have to go back and fortify this. Kelsey, though, is on a little bit of her own journey. Could be able to catch Serendipity off guard, and that she does. Fox is on the other side, though, watching this. This is a nice protected angle from her.
It is
dancing around the other side. It's planted. Now Bungie's near the off.
Into them.
Ooh. Okay, 2 for Black Mold here. Sticks has to fall back here. Has an AK, wants to save that for the next one. Doesn't feel too confident in that 1v4 sense, but a nice take from Black Mold. Kelsey able to kind of fortify herself on the site away from the angles that she knows Fox loves to hold.
I think it's a really good call there, and you'll see this happen a lot for Black Mold when they do their B-side takes, is that they will send very few people out and they will just establish themselves in apartments. And I think it works really well for them because it's such a difficult angle to fight back into, especially when they're a team that takes a lot of mid control as well. If you know that you're not really going to get pressed from Catwalk, and that market's only really the angle you've got to worry about, holding on to that apartment is so difficult to weasel out because there's just no angle that you have to peek. You just stand there and wait and they have to play into you. So that's something that we'll see a lot, and we'll probably have to see Shimmer adapting to a little bit here as well, is that if they continue to let themselves get trapped out of sight with the only option to get back in being through market, they are going to struggle. So I'm expecting them maybe to send that AWP over, have a little bit more of a nosy and fight towards mid potentially.
Like to see that. We found a lot of map control taken by Black Mold. Even though they weren't getting that many kills in mid, it was just a little bit more towards the end that they were getting the kills once they got that B site down. They had all of that space that was just so freeing for them in comparison to the last 6 rounds where Shimmer has just been dominating. It was been Shimmer's pace only. Now we could see a little bit on the side. A little bit of a tech pause coming in. It's not NACS without tech pauses, just being honest.
No, it's been a little bit of a rough time for North America recently on the tech pause front, hasn't it? But very quick one here, so we'll count our blessings. And we are going to get straight back into the game. One round. That is the quickest North America tech pause we have seen possibly ever. And we're going to get right back into it, which means there hasn't been too much time. Of course, they're not allowed to talk during the technical pauses, but they haven't had much time necessarily to cool down. So straight back into the frame. We really need to see Black Mold convert this into a second here. You can't let Shimmer keep getting away with this. This needs to be more than just a speed bump, and they go for that. And look at that. We said a little bit more presence in mid. They go 1-for-1 in the kills, but it's Nopka, the difference maker.
Nopka. Okay, that's a really, really good start. 2 heavy hitters out of the server, at least for this round. Empathy and Sticks gone. All of mid can't be theirs, but still have Fox. She's kind of moved on over to this cat spot just to get a little bit more visibility on the movements here. The op could be tricky. Kelsey kind of poking and prodding, coming up Khan. You can see over there Raven has taken a little bit of a hiding approach over in Palace for the time being. Expecting an A play, but still lots of Shimmer players are a little bit spread out for a retake. It's going to have to be slow to get this down, but the bomb goes. We got to enter in some place here.
Have they noticed the Raven has been in Palace? Because she likes to tuck in there early. And she's been smoked off, but that's probably preemptive. They actually have no idea. Ooh. But with Kelsey pushing Serendipity, this all falls apart pretty early. Missed shot, and that's it. Done and dusted.
What a headshot. I mean, Raven's still here. Could be able to get a couple kills, maybe some guns out of the hands of Black Mold, or maybe even Ninja defuse this. They're looking for her. She finds one. Off set up for another. Bungie finds it. 2 in a row for Black Mold. It all comes down to that early mid fight.
Yep, and mid was always going to be the hot spot. It's Black Mold, it's very much the linchpin for them. They've got a heavy focus on early round in there, and that's where we see, you've started to see a little bit of adaptation coming on through here with both, you know, Empathy and STX now also having that little bit of a fight early in mid. They're not really committing the AWP to it necessarily, but the fact that Nopka finds 2 in mid immediately shuts down the reposition that they did specifically to try counter this.
Okay, this is a little bit messy in mid. At least Raven is there to help out Fox just to keep her alive just a little bit longer to be able to fall back. These T's, they are running up here very quickly. There's a lot of space. And oh my gosh, the ops are looking at each other. Missed shot from Bungie, but they have eyes. Moving back just a little bit. The smokes granting a lot of cover here. Bungie switched to the AK, leaving the op in mid. Gives her a little bit more mobility, and Empathy with this boost up has a lot of visibility here, but she could get peeked at 2 angles. Taro finds her, takes her down. That's almost all of Cat. Serendipity falls back to that B site. Wary where Black Mold are going to take this.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. I worried when there was no real opportunity for Blackmore to leave mid. Ooh, I think Fox just spotted a leg. Ooh, drop down, sword hurt. Bungie's going to need to reload soon, though. That's going to be a bit of an issue. Oh, or not.
Oh, never mind. She gets it done with 2 bullets. But Raven, she was in window, was able to find at least 1 player. Now, kind of a winnable 1v2 here for Fox. She's able to isolate at least one of these players, but planted in the smoke. She gonna be able to see this player right and get right. Bungie's been on one tonight. Oh, what a flick. Able to find it. Now Kelsey knows where she's coming from. Just has to hide and wait for this timer to go down. Lots of space granted. And a missed shot from Fox. That's not something you see every day. Switches to the sidearm. She needs to find this kill now. It's gonna be Kelsey finding it against her, and a third for Black Mold.
Fox is going to be kicking herself at that missed shot. Usually 9 times out of 10 she hits that, and that's the round done and dusted. But you know, an uncharacteristic miss, it's unfortunate. It's a nice attempt to get back that first flick. You know, I've been saying for a long time now is not only do I think that this call was slept on a little bit last season, but I think Fox genuinely one of the top 3 ESL Impact AWPers just across the board.
Oh, absolutely.
And like, there's some amazing AWPers in EU, don't get me wrong, but I think Fox goes toe-to-toe with them most of the time. But yeah, missed shot there. It's unfortunate. It's, you know, usually you wouldn't see somebody stick with the AWP in a clutch situation. Fox much more comfortable with it than the rifle we see a lot of the time. So I can understand it, but unfortunately she is going to need to be hitting those if they're going to keep letting Black Mold take the site, because the retakes haven't been great.
No. She read this situation correctly. Up placed over at Ticket. Flash could disrupt this, and there it goes. Still going to be holding that spot. Raven is helping her out. She finds one and the second. All right, last round was out of character, but we're right back into it. Bungie just trying to get away from this. 5 players of Shimmer over on this A site. She wants to be able to keep this off. It's going to be hard. Raven chases it down and finds it. Shimmer very dominant next round after that 3 rounds in a row from Black Mold.
Fox heard us yapping and said, nope, nope, absolutely not. Atone for the sins of her past. But 7-3 already. And what I think is quite interesting here is that we saw Shimmer play against FlyQuest Red literally yesterday in ECL. And it wasn't amazing. Their start on Mirage, I think they were 2-10 down. They didn't end up winning the map. They had a rough start to Nuke as well. They ended up winning the series, but they did not have a good time on CT side Mirage. The fact that this is, you know, immediately, not even a day later, they're showing so much more prowess on the side that yesterday they just were disjointed on is great to see.
Hard to do that against FlyQuest. Mirage is like their map.
Oh, yeah. But 2-10 down was still, you know, not the start they wanted.
Oh, a leg onto Kelsey. Just a little bit lower, at least. Serendipity's able to finish that kill up for her in a very quick trade here as Raven is just battening down the hatches over on this A site. Bungie left alone. Has the bomb, actually. Could go B and plant this. Serendipity is pretty close to that location, though. Would not be a free and easy retake.
No, free and easy is not going to be
Never
words that we see from either of these teams.
Oh, I don't even think she's going to clear her. She's just going to assume that she's not at car. I mean, that is the position that you're at the beginning of the game, at the beginning of the round. But that is a blunder there for Bungie. Could have been a little bit more money into this next round, at least with a bomb plant. It's the last of the half.
Yep, last of the half. And Shimmer had such an amazing start that they've kind of been able to sort of freeball off the back of that the entire time, which has meant that even when they've been losing rounds, they haven't had to eco once, if I'm mistaken. They have just been able to buy and buy and buy, which has made them very deadly here. 9-3 would be incredible. Once again, we see Black Mode going heavy into mid. This is their sort of signature strat, is to go and rush Catwalk, and with only Empathy here, very easy chance to overwhelm. Goes 1-for-1. STX immediately there to trade, but look at that. Connector players activate.
Go. Kelsey is kind of alone. She does get taken out over in apartments now, all down to Taro. The myth, the legend, the XM player wielding a Mac 10 here. The queen. XM queen. Down to 5 health. Not much you could do in this situation except just run. Raven finds that last kill. It's going to be a 9-3 half. We'll be right back in just a little bit.
recognize that feeling, the demons under your ceiling, when everything hurts and nothing is healing. Yeah, I don't even wanna be awake, cause every second that I live is like a wasting. Can you help me start a replace all the memories that stand in my ways? You know what I really hate the most is that happens to me is like a ghost. It's so far away, I only wanna be okay. Tell me, why should I stay away? If only dreaming can erase the rain. Tomorrow we will
Welcome back, one and all. 9-3 is the half that we were left with. Shimmer, a pistol round here could make this a very, very quick affair, but Black Mold, a chance here. A pistol round to try get them back on the board to close this gap, and it all starts here. Empathy having a look. Impalace is going to take that initial contact, but needs to push a little bit further, and there is the storm through connector.
Oh, I really like this. A quick trade. Kelsey does take one player down, but Fox is running. Empathy's running. Okay, all these kills are through smoke and with headshots all down to Sunny. She does have a kit, can take her time here, but cannot isolate the players on Shimmer. Double digits found for them. It's looking a little bit desolate.
Yeah, because now this goes 10-4. There's not the money to... There was no kills coming through, so they don't have the money to even try and force into this one, which then concedes them 11 rounds. And then at that point, you're just teetering on the edge. If you can't win that conversion, suddenly, map point, it's all a little bit hectic here. There is a little bit of a buy coming through. Sunny P's been able to upgrade the sidearm a little bit, and there's a bit of utility, but Serendipity, look at the pace.
Ooh, an A stack here. Already
there was an A stack.
Down. Napka, all right. She stops, looks back. All right. Bomb planted. Not much you could do here except try and find some exits. But these MAC-10s are trying to farm up that same amount of money that they had over on their CT side. Sunny at least finding one with that upgraded pistol you were talking about. Has some money in the bag from that. Just fully confidently running up catwalk as the eyes were on Sunny P.
Yep, and that's a little bit of a difficult one. I think as well, the fact that they deny so many kills that there's only one pick to be found, and additionally there's no weapon to be recovered and saved, means that the buy here is going to potentially be the only buy they get in the rest of this series if they can't win this. And whilst it is technically a bonus round for Shimmer, it doesn't feel like it. The caliber of weapons actually pretty even going into this one. So it is going to be a scrappy fight here. And if we have a look, it's straight through A that they want to head. Superior weapons for the long range, and they know it. They want to take these fights. Immediately look at the push off on the ticket booth.
Oh, yeah. At least Kelsey's able to find one before she's taken down. Does make it a little bit easier for Black Mold for this retake, but still, it's going to be Napka, Sunny Pete left alone. Their 3 A-site defenders just dropping like flies. They're going to be able to get a little bit closer than they have in the previous rounds, especially with these weapons and some lower players. Okay, that's one. Sunny Pete with a lot of space, but Serendipity and Ramp has something to say about it. A little bit of missed shots, and the defuse at least going to try and go through. The spam through the smoke is taken down. Match point here for Shimmer.
And we've not even really get to see them play much of a T side. And the T side is where they're notoriously stronger. And this is a team that, yes, they have a really cool strat book as well. But when they're feeling the confidence, and they're very much like sharks, when they smell blood in the water, a lot of the time, that strat book, it feels like it gets thrown out in place of just hunting. And that's what they're doing. They look unstoppable right now.
Switching it up here a little bit, still throwing that util over towards that A site to keep those players, but they're stalking their way through apartments. The bomb is here and they're getting out. Napka very close quarters. Kelsey is going to help out at least with one kill, but the kills are going towards the side of the T's now. All down to Kelsey. She's all the way on the A site. 73 health. Full utility for Shimmer. This is going to be a Hail Mary if you've ever seen one.
I like that we saw a lot of trades coming on through. Yeah, they're already hunting. I mean, there's no reason not to. You find this kill, you end the game. And the trading game, the slight hold was okay from Blackmore, but they just didn't have the numbers to keep up with Shimmer there, and Kelsey must have been hurt there. Another Molotov is just fuel on the fire.
Oh, okay. At least a good tap there from Kelsey to end it out, but it's going to be a 13-3 victory on Mirage for Shimmer in the first map of our best of 3 tonight. An incredible affair from them. I feel like they were just able to run around on that T side and just do what they wanted. I could talk a little bit more about that, but I am a little bit worried about Fox. There were a couple of shots missed that we didn't see connect. So hopefully back on to Nuke, back in their home ground. Not saying Mirage isn't, but this is their map. If you had to choose a map for every team in the region, Nuke is there. So I'm ready for some all-out brawl here.
Nuke just seems like a map that we're going to see a lot within the North American region. And now going into this T-side pistol, I am expecting an outside rush. There's a little bit of presence that they leave in towards lobby as well, but Empathy is going for this wrap around. They like to take this early space, and Kelsey just tucking in, maybe might be able to cause a couple of surprises here. Actually, they've already ducked into main.
Yeah, already flashed in. Bungie smoked out. No visibility from her. The bombs could be able to get planted. Empathy, though. Quick shots from Kelsey to take her down. Now, they have to fight this mini presence now. Shimmer, they take it down. Raven with 2. All down to Bungie, left alone. Raven's still on a tear here. Ooh, nice shot. Oh, okay. A second one found. Just 2 more players she has to walk through. Yeah, they just keep giving her these 1v1s.
They've established a crossfire here, so this should be difficult to break. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a little bit of an interesting one. That's sort of a signature that you'll see it from a lot of Shimmer's T-side pistols, is that there will be outside presence, and the thing is, it doesn't stay outside for very long. They like to wrap around. Often we actually see them head towards lockers instead, so this one may be a little bit cheeky to head straight in towards A, something a little bit new that we haven't seen from them in a while. And now, immediately, look at that. Is that an SG on round 2?
Oh my gosh, it is.
That's unhinged. And Forks, this is her signature position. Forks on silo is a staple of the Shimmer nuke. And she is crazy. And hopefully if she can hit her shot, she is going to be unstoppable here.
Look at all this space that Black Mold is just letting Shimmer get
Look at that aura
outside.
farming.
They're all just kind of stacked and waiting here. And oh no, they're going to be able to take him down from behind. Kelsey finding 1 kill, but Fox able to take him back down. Bungie in lower could stick her way through and just kind of make her way through secret. Maybe pick up a weapon. That Raven dropped down. No one heard her.
And she saw everyone.
Lots of information. Empathy is outside. Could be able to find her, but she's docked into Mini. Find a little bit of damage, but not a kill. Nothing like the first round.
Lovely timing to be found dipping into main there, but unfortunately just not the right weapon, not the right situation with, 1v4 there. But it's a good symptom to see early on that we've got these timings that Black Mold are going to be able to work, and that will be quite interesting to see from them. I am looking for the Bungie Kelsey answer to the outside problem. And now that we've got the orb online for Bungie, they are going to start dealing with that early, and you can already see there's going to be a little bit of a fight here, and that deep Molotov is going to cause them some issues, and Bungie's got the opening pick.
Okay, that's something to start them off here. Does fall back from a little bit of an angle. Could get overwhelmed here, and she does. Sunny not going to be able to help her out there. 2 kills, and it's over. Outside is theirs. Kelsey and Taro is
it's the XM.
This XM, it's gonna start activating. You can start hearing
I told you I'm
bit.
Not crazy. I
You're
am,
not
but
crazy. You're a little crazy.
Jury's out. Oh,
Fox is crazy. Maybe that was a choice that was needed.
Yeah, I got a little bit worried with Forks on the SG being left, isolated on Red Box out there on an island with no support and no real way to try peek off the back of this safely. But they managed to sort of bring this back. Lovely opening pick from Bungie. It's Kelsey that's usually this entry player, but outside where it's Kelsey and Bungie, they're both going to be going neck and neck for who can find the first kill.
Back to a save here for Black Mold. How are they going to deal with this outside situation is just by putting 1 person in Mini, 1 person in Heaven. A lot more space to be able to hide away once the T's start running their way through. Here we go. The wrap starts. Bungie, lots of information gained, but she's just going to fall back to this A site. Oh, nasty nade. Down to 36 health.
I'm absolutely loving that they've left Forks to throw utility on the other side as well. It's not Forks, sorry. I think they've left somebody to throw utility onto site for this execute for Empathy, but she doesn't even really need it. She's just peeking all of these dry. And look at that. They're lining up 1 by 1. And there's another to the tally.
Wait, she wants the ace. She's on for the ace. Taro is still left here, and Hunt has not been cleared out. The 5-7 works for it. Picking up the AK, and she's just going to get spammed through the walls. Nothing is safe for you here. Empathy denied the ace. wants to keep this AK. That's a big thing to hold into the next round, but Fox finds her around the corner. But 5.7 is really worth the money. I love that gun. Best weapon in the game.
Oh, it's happening. I said that it was happening, and I thought maybe that this could have been the biggest troll in the open qualifiers, right? And I thought maybe it was just the open qualifiers because they didn't really feel necessarily too much pressure. But no, Tero has bought another XM. It is happening. I haven't lost my mind. I am not trying to gaslight the masses that this is something that happened. You can see it
so
here.
you're not,
and she's
you're
just
not
gonna
a crazy
stack
person.
her. I am a crazy person. I think this has been well established by my reaction to a shotgun, but the issue is it's not a retake weapon, and Nopka is going to get pressured heavily here.
Oh, everyone's looking at you. There's nowhere to really peek safe, and Raven's already holding down the masses in hell.
Oh,
A nice 3K. They all line up for her. No damage onto Raven. A little bit of damage, but still nothing to write home about. And Tero, left alone, maybe could farm up some cash with this XM if she's able to isolate Fox or someone. Just gotta hide around the corner here. She's gonna jump around. Find that headshot. Oh, okay. Finds the one. Fox right around the corner. Denied.
I don't think Forks took too kindly to the shotgun there. And I mean, it's a difficult one. The issue that Tara has is, whilst I sing the praises and I joke a little bit about how much I love the XM buy, and it's a niche, you know, you gotta have a brand identity, right? The issue is that she is usually playing hut, which means if they don't head A immediately, she's in a whole world of trouble. You see, you know, she can go into main and she can find 1 kill in trophy, but that's all she can really find with that weapon, is she has to be in the right place and they have to push her early round for her to have this impact. But monetarily, big money moves, right?
She's just the bank for the team. Ooh, Sunny pushing a ramp here early, getting a lot of information. Hold up with Nopka here. Keeping Serendipity out of lobby. It's a space game for Black Mole. Playing this a little bit slower than they have in the past. Kelsey with a little bit of visibility, almost going to find that shot, but Raven seeking better of it. Nade out.
Lovely nade.
The nades have been insane. Can't wait for like later in the season when we get all the utility damage information.
Damage, yes.
There we go. Another nade. Empathy does go down. Sunny is working here, but Raven, oh my gosh, she's everywhere where she needs to be and more. Finds a second kill. Now just has to isolate the rest of the players that are around the site, but actually Serendipity is going to be there to help her out.
Nopka has the element of surprise, but that is about all she has working for her, and Raven's even accounted for it. But I love the push for lobby, because something that we see is Serendipity gets left to hold that lobby very passively, you know, just to make sure that her teammates, when they push outside, they don't have to worry about that flank, right? Is that they've got somebody watching in case there's a push outside of, you know, secret, but you just have a little bit of passive control over lobby. You don't need to expend your life for it. You're just a bit of an early warning signal and sort of a placeholder, right? But by taking that early control, you deny them that ability and you deny them that comfort. And it's a good move to make, but they can't spiral into a round. And, you know, Tero's only gone and done it again, guys.
Yeah, a weird buy from Black Mold here. Looks like Bungie's going to want to try and save up for something. But okay, the Deagle is speaking. Saying 2 kills here. At least Styx is able to take care of one of her other teammates. That's where she's walking. Can hear someone on the other side, and 2v4 quickly given on over to Black Mold. Be a hard one to fight back with limited resources here. Could spell 6-1 half once again. 6-1 scoreline. Knockout right behind them is going to be able to take care of Serendipity. The lurk is activated, and Styx is about to get ran down.
Yeah, not really much that you can do there, and that is a round on the board. Again, it comes quite late into the round. I saw them hover over the XM for a second. I'm glad that, you know, they didn't pick it back up. It's not going to matter, is it? But a good round to find.
She bought it.
Oh, yeah. Was there ever any doubt, Apples? Were you at any point questioning whether there would be another XM bot? But the fact that they get it done there with the pistols early round is really great to see. I love the proactivity because we said that's going to be where they really catch off guard Shimmer here, is by, you know, they like to wrap quickly round to lockers. If you can wrap the wrap, they are often not expecting it. They're too tunnel visioned on forward. Forks, there's the opening pick, hungry for more, doesn't want to stop. There is bought the room for her teammates to run down rampant. Tero is going to hit the footsteps, but is not going to be awarded the fight that she is craving.
Just to slow it down just a little bit. Lots of information at least given, but Empathy gonna take down the player in secret is gonna force them to start acting now. Ooh, okay, nice shot from Kelsey just to eliminate that player. And now the retake is on.
Nice.
Definitely doable, but with Fox with it up on ramp, it's going to make it ever so more hard. Nice shot from Raven, and she gets the second. Gonna disrupt the up. Patero is in the bench. She's ready to use this XM. They cannot isolate her. They cannot get these shots. And there we go. It had to be a spam through to find that kill. Oh my God.
This is something. This is a statement piece from Shimmer to start off week one. You know, they weren't expecting to be on the stream, and I think this has only kind of fed into that confidence a little bit more with the world watching them. But the fact that they are running away with this so quickly, and Black Mode being one of their strongest opponents, you know, they've taken down FlyQuest in almost every series they've played versus them in the past couple of months. If you can come in and take down one of those top 4 contending teams from last season early on, it is just going to put the fear of Forks in them.
Fear of the Fox.
Fear of the Fox.
It's a correct fear. I'd love to know the actual word for fear of Fox. Oh,
Let me
okay.
have a look.
Styx was a little bit afraid of Fox. It looks like we had a little bit of team damage here. All good. Nopka left alone, though. Denying
Fennicophobia.
Fennicophobia.
Fear of foxes. Fennicophobia. And I would be, I mean, exactly like the Fennec Fox.
Oh, yeah. Prefixes and suffixes, my friends.
Etymology for the win. You see, we're learning
All
out
of
here.
it's from Latin. It's all Latin. Everything is Latin.
Black Mode are learning that Shimmer are not to be trifled with, and we're learning what the correct term for foxphobia is. Empathy has taken a lot of damage jumping down here in, quite honestly, situations where she hasn't need to. It's sometimes to be to pick up a bit of, you know, extra utility or weapon, but you can tell there's sort of a very blasé attitude going on right now.
The thing is, even though they did have a team kill, you can't even tell with how they've spent their money. They have so much in the bank here, Shimmer. And it just feels like Black Mold are running on empty. Whoa, what a shot from Fox in response. And Bungie at least trying to find one. She does get a little bit of damage down and a kill, but Fox so quickly is able
Put
to
it
find
away,
it.
Folks.
It's too early for
the
that.
Zeus
Is it too
away.
early for the Zeus? I think
It's
she switched
always
back to
too
the
early
off.
for
She
the
switched
Zeus.
back. She switched back. It's okay. Oh, not too early for a no scope. She's here and ready to show the world that Shimmer is still on top for now.
Nopka is in a world of hurt here. I mean, absolutely silent. We talked about it. Serendipity's very passive lobby control. And the exact reason is that when her teammates break onto site, she doesn't need to be involved in any of the executing. All she has to do is execute any of the players that walk by on the escape, on the retake. She does not even need to see the bombs. She'll go entire maps without seeing the bomb site. Her job is just to hold space. Forks is fed up of trying to kill opponents. There's only 5 opponents, you know, and there's 4 other people on your team. So, you know, the more kills, the merrier, right?
Do team kills count towards your total in HLTV?
No,
Probably not. No. Oh my gosh. It's just everywhere she is. Able to find that op shot, but okay, Bungie answering it back with that up buy with the second. Okay, nice sharp shots here. Empathy does get the trade and the second here onto Kelsey. Over in garage. Now, once again, she's down to Napka. Double digits found for Shimmer. Not many more than we've seen with Black Mold have last half. That was a word sandwich. Do you understand what I just said? They did not have that many at the half last
Very
map.
quickly, update from the other game. It is now concluded. That is a 13-7 to FlyQuest Red, which means they close out the series 2-0. Ghost Gaming put up a good fight, but it just wasn't quite enough.
Still went on a little bit longer than I think any of us were expecting.
Yeah. Which is a good sign. It's a really healthy sign that the NA sceners are looking fierce and fueled coming in.
Oh my gosh. Raven into some sticky situations. A flick from Fox. Not going to get that kill onto that Heaven player, but information gained, and she does look down. Oh my gosh. Kelsey's able to find that shot back. Kelsey with a nice 2K, and now isolated the two players from Shimmer outside. All down to Serendipity. 1v3. And this half on a high note for Shimmer, or at least for Black Mold. Could make it a little bit easier once they switch on over to T side.
That bomb is in a really ugly position, though.
Oh, yeah.
Low HP on both of the remaining players, but also low HP on Serendipity. If she can get the drop here, potentially needs to catch a timing, but has to be so silent. Actually, she might find this first one. Oh, looking the wrong way. Just looks back at the wrong second. It's a messy spray, and that needed to be the pick.
She's relocated. Now they have this crossfire set up. She just gets one of them and switches on over. But no, it's going to be Kelsey. 2 rounds for Black Mold, and we'll be right back after this quick break.
Anxiety's calling. You lay in your bed, but it feels like you're falling. Do you recognize that feeling? The demons under your ceiling, when everything hurts and nothing is healing. Yeah, I don't even wanna be awake, cause every second that I live is like a wasting. Can you help me start to replace all the memories that stand in my ways? You know what I really hate the most is that happens to me is like a ghost. It's so far away. I only wanna be okay. Tell me, why should I stay away? If only dreaming can erase the pain. Tell me, why should I waste another minute staying in this critical phase? I'm just praying for some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. Some better days. Some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. It's too late in the evening. I should probably get some more sleep, but I just can't seem to set my mind at ease. I can find an escape. There are many doors I would take, but I can't make one of them become a way. So I'm drowning myself in the media, cause I don't wanna face what I'm fearing, yeah. I am scared of fighting this alone. I've tried to turn on the light, but my demons know how to hide. Lately there is just no end in sight. Tell me, why should I stay away? If only dreaming can erase the pain. Tell me, why should I waste another minute staying in this critical phase? I'm just praying for some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. Some better days. Some better days. I'm just praying for some better days. That's how we like it. That's how this goes. Come on now, baby, let me ease your soul. That's how we live life. Live it up to the top. 'Cause once we start, you know we're never gonna stop. We own it. We're winning every time. We own it. Pushing every day and night. We own it. We don't do compromise. Yeah.
Tomorrow we will rise, but rise to the occasion right now is what Black Mold needs. They do not have any leniency. They need this pistol round. Otherwise, series point stares them in the face. It's now or never, a T-side pistol. They've got a flash on Sunny. They've got a couple of upgraded weapons. It's gonna need to be sharp. It's gonna need to be snappy, and it's gonna need to be now.
They have all of that, but a missed mini smoke as well. Unfortunate there. Ivy going to be moving at the clock with that information given. Okay, early shots, Empathy able to find that kill, and just seems easy for them. They're just sitting and waiting for them to walk into their crosshairs here. Ooh, able to find a spot, another player. Oh my gosh, she's just on it like everywhere she needs to be. Kelsey at least able to get that traded out, but 2v4. Have the bomb. Just got to get into this 8th site. Julies are already there, and Sunny walking into a shooting range, a gallery, if you will. Gallery of shimmering blobs. Shimmy, shimmy, yay.
Shimmy, shimmy, yay, indeed. But that's their usual sort of setup there is, you know, Empathy outside, Raven and Forks holding down the fort over on A. And it is just such an indestructible fortress, especially with Empathy finding those 2 first picks, because not only does she have the whole of outside under her thumb, she dips back into main and finds a pick onto Squeaky as well. It's, you know, everywhere all at once. There
All
is
right,
opening
that's
pick
already
again.
a peek. Already a pick found from her. Black Mold. It's been 10 seconds into the round, and they're playing a 4v5 now.
Yeah, I mean, this is just the pistols. They are saving everything. Well, I mean, I say saving everything. They've had no investment here. Everything all on the line, do or die in that round 15 at series point.
Just dropping like flies. It is like a horror movie here for Black Mold. Anywhere they turn, it could be the end. Empathy finding another Raven, picking it up. Match point. They have 1 investment on this T side to make it last. And please don't buy an XM. Okay, she did not buy an XM or a Nova. Would it be Nova on T side for her?
Although we haven't seen a whole lot of their T side.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was the shot from Empathy?
That's unhinged. That's crazy.
Like, how do you defend against that? It's like
this is right. I
flashes,
coined this term.
smokes, etc. Like,
do you remember the term I coined last season about empathy? It was,
I will let
how
you
do you
describe to the chat.
How do you contend with instant death? Is being
Yes,
my
I
motto for
remember that.
empathy, because
Yep.
it's just a level of mechanics that goes beyond what we normally see. It's genuinely horrifying to play up against. And I have friends of mine that, you know, queue and pug with her for that reason, you know? And how do you deal with, you know, 3 bullets to the head, back to back to back, before you can even pull out your utility? It's something else. And now it has to be here, a timeout call, all on the line.
Oh, okay. A quick trade, though. Naka able to get a little bit, and also a second kill found for Black Mold. This outside is in deep contention here, and Empathy still at the helm. Not an instant death quite yet. Oh, at least for one, that spray transfer could have been a kill. Very quickly, all the dominoes are falling for Shimmer. Black Mold to find their 3rd.
You can tell that they've done their homework, because when they're pushing outside, they are already predicting for that sticks on top of Garage. That's her signature style. That's her signature position. She likes to sit on top of Garage and pluck people off from the heavens. The fact that they run in already crosshairs waiting for up there, you can tell they're from Terra watching, waiting. It is so good to see that they've done their homework, because that's brought them around. That's brought them, albeit a very small lifeboat in a very vast ocean, but it isn't the series over. And another timeout called immediately to try capitalize off of this, because you've got 3 available. We haven't seen them being called. We haven't seen them being used. Raven, I think, wanting to give a little bit of Terra's own medicine to her there with the swag 7.
I mean, they have 9 rounds to play around with this. And it has to be 9 rounds of complete perfection from Black Mold.
Like, it's got to be like
against Shimmer, which I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's possible, but I love to be proven wrong. I love it.
See. A bit of a switch up. Sticks now not on a signature position. A little bit of an off angle here, and they just beat into her, and it's a bad omen.
Okay, at least a little bit of the ramp push is shut down here from Kelsey, and Bungie is going to even up the score here, and Kelsey is already walking towards this bag 7. Nope, that's going to be it. AK picked up. Oh, Sunny able to catch empathy on off guard. I guess money in our next round.
If there is a next round.
If there is any.
Ooh, Sunny might have a nice timing here.
She does. That indeed. It is dropped down a little bit low. They're going to be able to fortify this site. Serendipity not wanting to walk all the way to heaven to give, obviously, that sound cue, but also the fire is in her way. She picks off the lower ending player, but I don't think she sees them. The spray just underneath her, and Sunny with an incredible round after a little bit of a slower first half for her. It's going to grant them their 4th. Now, they have a little bit more rounds here than they did on Mirage. Just need to keep doing that 8 more times to bring them into overtime.
12 is all they get, you know? The age-old adage.
Yeah.
We're going to map 3. Maybe not, but it's not over till it's over, and we have seen crazy comebacks. And Black Mold is a team of, we talked about it, incredibly veteran players. We've got players that have been playing in women's events since 2011, 2016. And, you know, it's unfortunate that it sticks with an opening pick like that. That's not the way you want to lose, not to an eco, but these Deagles are lethal when they're wielded by individuals who have shown so much mechanical prowess like this.
I'd be afraid to be in front of that. And oh my gosh, Bungie is. At least Terra is able to pick up the pieces, get that trade. Damage is done.
The weapons aren't recoverable. That's the best part about here.
Yeah.
Is that they've managed to keep the weapons out of being really recovered. Yeah.
Just kind of playing around with it. Just wanting to get this round over with. But Serendipity is at an interesting spot here. I don't think Taro has kind of seen her, but just around the corner, able to get that kill. 5th for Black Mold, and slowly but surely making their way back up. And now this is when they have to get a little bit scared. Almost full buy coming in from Shimmer. Not going to be an off, but still everything that they need to disrupt the Black Mold momentum that they have built up right now.
Yeah, incredible stuff here. And it's good to see them holding on. When you're at that serious point, it can be daunting. You can, you know, feel that, you know, is it, you've got to get so many in a row, you know, maybe it's over soon. But no, the fact that they are still determined, they are still digging deep to try bring this back. They're not going to let this go without a fight. I'm seeing the org on Forks again, really favoring these scopes. And she had a really hit and miss, quite literally, first map. Second map, you know, Nuke here, really good start, but she's really favoring these scoped weapons wherever she can. It's the Orgs, it's the Kriegs, it's the Orps. We haven't really seen all too many just rifle rounds. Not that we've needed it.
Fox picking up a rifle? Never.
Never. I do miss the empathy Orping days. I mean, she hits crazy flicks, but also I think she's much happier rifling. And Forks, you know, it's never a dull day when you get to see an Orp in her hands.
Cross smokes formed here. Six able to see above them, dropping down just in the nick of time. Spam through the smoke. It's going to be hard for Black Mold to stay back away from.
Oh, look at this from Raven as well. Pushed out so far and is going to be able to catch Bungie out on an island.
Kelsey's right behind her, though. Okay, that's a little bit of a QB sneak there from Kelsey. Serendipity does trade it on the other side of the map, but that is a spot claimed.
One can
so
go
comes
down
through.
Yeah.
Still, a 3v4 retake has to be an insane retake here from Black Mold to be able to hold this down. Kit, take their time here. Fox finds the first blood. Oh, they slow it down, wait for Black Mold to retaliate, but not much is going to happen. A nice flash dodged by Kelsey, but Serendipity's going to make quick work of it. 2 kills for her. Taro not able to stand on her own, and that's going to be 13-5 for the final on Nuke for Shimmer.
And you can tell they are battle-hardened warriors. There's, a couple